Hello, hello. Welcome to Be Vibrant, Be You. If you're new here, this is the new series I'm starting, Sunday Spotlight Coaching. It'll be at Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern. So I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you're watching from. So today I want to talk about how to trust your inner power. So I've had conversations with people, and I'm going to actually help you with some points on how to build that inner power. So we often suppress our abilities, our beliefs, and our morals, or just our opinions, or just ourselves to please others, right? We don't want to stand out. We conform even though we don't agree. And if you find yourself doing this, stick with me. This is going to be really good for you. So, how to build that inner power, right? We often destroy. We often destroy our inner power with setting unrealistic big expectations. And some of you say, well, we're supposed to be big dreamers. I'm supposed to have a big dream, a big vision, da 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 da. I'm not telling you not to, because dreaming is important, right? It's human nature. And there's a fine example of something that gets suppressed when we are kids. We forget, we're told to stop dreaming. We're told to pay attention. We're told to, that's not how the world works, blah, 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 right? So, we've just suppress. So I'm not telling you not to set big goals and dreams, but the steps to get there are small commitments. They're small promises that you are going to keep to yourself. You're going to make these promises to yourself. So a big vision is okay. And so I'm not telling you not to do that, but you can't go from making, 20,000 a year to wanting to make $50,000 a year, or let's say a month in a week. You're setting an expectation, like an unrealistic expectation is, okay, I'm making $20,000 a month or a year, let's say year, and I want to make $50,000 a year. You have to prepare. Like, what are you going to do for that? Are you going to change your career? Are you going to educate yourself to level you up in what you're doing? Are you going to find a new position? You need to prepare, and you need to set realistic goals to prepare to get to that, right? So, do you trust yourself, or do you sit in silence? Do you ask yourself? This is another part of this. Do you ask yourself questions first, or do you ask other people? Right? Like, what's a good example? Small promises, small commitments. But let's just say, say you want to make more money. So instead of asking yourself, how would I like to do that? What do I really love? What do I really like? What do I enjoy doing? Because statistically out there, people make more money when they choose to work in a career or a job or a position that they enjoy and that they love, compared to someone who is unhappy in what they're doing to earn income. You will make more money doing something that you enjoy. If you're in a toxic situation, it'll be very difficult to excel. So, an example of small commitments, small promises is like, you want to start making your bed every day, right? So you get up and you make your bed every day, right? When you start doing that, you learn to trust yourself. When you keep the commitments and the promises you make to yourself. Here's another example. I talk to people who say, I can't meditate. I struggle with meditation. I can't sit for a whole hour quiet. Okay, you can't go from not meditating to meditating for 1 hour every day. I'm going to tell you, there's very few people in the world that can do that. So, what if you made a commitment to yourself for the next, whatever you want, whatever feels comfortable, for the next 2-3 weeks, I'm going to meditate for 5 minutes every night before I go to bed, or I'm going to meditate for 5 minutes every morning when I wake up. Just start building the habit and start making small commitments to yourself and promises and keeping them to yourself, whatever they may be. Like, I had some weight to lose earlier this year. So I made a commitment to myself that I was going to start working out 5 or 6 days a week. So I didn't work out for 1 week. My goal was to lose 30 pounds, and I did. But I didn't work out for a week and go, okay, I've lost 30 pounds. Didn't work that way. It took 4 months for me. Everyone's different, but 4 months. And now I'm working out to maintain and stay healthy. The whole thing was about getting healthy, losing the weight. However, I set small expectations, right? I set small expectations. And each day was a different workout. I changed it up a bit. And then I went down to 4 days a week. And now I work out 3 days a week. And because I'm maintaining, and I reached my goal, but I didn't have an unrealistic expectation that I was going to do it in, a week or 4 months or whatever, 4 days or a week or whatever. Now, everyone's different. Again, right? I'm talking about don't lie to yourself, right? You know what you're going to do. And when I set these small expectations of myself to get up every day and work out and do what I needed to do to get healthy and to lose that weight, I was making a commitment to myself. I wasn't committing to anyone else. I was committing to myself. I was building that trust and confidence in myself. And that's the whole thing. To trust your inner voices. And I'm not telling you not to go and ask people questions. I mean, you need guidance, you need mentorship, speak to your mentor, speak to your coach, but always start by asking yourself questions first. Because here's another point. When we go out and we seek help and we seek information from other people, we're actually seeking approval. We're actually looking for someone to verify or validate what we want to do instead of trusting ourselves. And if you don't ask yourself the questions first, if you don't sit with it and ask yourself some questions first before you talk to other people, and you are looking for that instant gratification and approval and validation, you're usually 99% of the time, you're asking the wrong questions. You're asking the wrong questions. So you need to start by asking yourself the questions first. This is how we build our inner power, building the trust that I can trust myself. I had a friend when we were younger. Rory, my son, is 30. Her daughter was a year younger, but they were close in age and grew up together. But I remember her often questioning herself on everything she did as a mother. The decisions she made, the food she fed them, the places she took them. Like, she was always looking to her friends for, is that what you do? Is that what you do? And I was there to help in that. But looking back on that, she never trusted her own inner power. She never trusted herself. She always told herself that she was failing as a mom, that she needed to look to the outside for validation, for instant gratification and approval. Not a fun way to live, always second guessing yourself, right? Not a good way. So we do trust ourselves, sit in silence, and do what you really want to do. Because when you trust someone else, when you live up to, and you start going to that one person or doing, and not trusting yourself, you're going to start living their dream. You're going to start living their life in an indirect way sometimes directly. So, start with you. Start internal, not external. Set challenges. Here's another way to practice and learning how to trust your inner power. Start setting challenging expectations or goals in things that you're already progressing in, like me. Okay, for example, back to me losing weight and getting healthy. Now, I don't want to lose another 30 pounds. I feel good. I feel really healthy. All my blood work is good. Everything is good. However, I want to maintain. So I'm challenging myself instead of saying, okay, I've reached my goal. I don't have to do that anymore. That's not true. So I am setting goals and challenging myself now, because I'll tell you, my mindset is I've reached my goal. I don't need to do that anymore. I know it sounds silly coming from a mindset coach, but honestly. And so I have made a promise and a commitment to myself that I will do HIIT cardio twice a week, and I do resistant training once a week to maintain. And it's working for me. Some people may need to do more. Some people may need to do less. I'm just using this as an example. So I'm keeping these small commitments and promises to myself to maintain the goal that I've reached. So I didn't ask anyone's permission. I didn't ask anyone else what they thought. Because not everybody has the same goal as me. And they may say, oh, Shelley, you don't need to do that. Have another piece of cake, right? And that's okay, because that's what they do. So inner power is built out of preparation too. Like I'm talking about a goal to lose weight and get fit, right? I prepared, okay? I sat down with myself and asked myself the questions. Why do I want to get fit? Why do I want to lose this weight? I was borderline high blood pressure. I was borderline, I had clothes I couldn't wear anymore that I wanted to wear. I was not feeling good. I knew my health was starting to be affected. So why I asked myself these questions, right? How important is this to me? It may not be important to someone else, but it is to me. I'm about longevity. Love my supplements too. Taking the right supplements is really important. So another way that can help you with your goals is people say, I don't have time. I don't have this. I don't have that. Da, 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 da. Well, to build that inner power and learn to trust your inner power is, one thing, so I have more time, like here, okay? I have made a new commitment. And actually, I'm committing to you, but I'm committing to myself first. I've made a commitment that I am going to go live in this group, Be Vibrant, Be You, twice a week. You're going to get a free coaching session like you are right now, and you're going to get a spotlight on some of my favorite products and why and how I use them. Because I think it's really important. I've learned that all of these things collaborate together, right? What we put in our body, what we put on our body, how we think, how we feel, our emotions, it's all convoluted together. It really, really is. And I've learned so much more about this year. So what's one thing I'm going to do? I need to look at my calendar and go, okay, so on Sunday afternoons or Sunday evenings, I meal prep. It only takes me an hour or two. I can say, and for me to do this, not everyone would do this, but for me to get it done and keep this commitment up, because this meal preparation frees me up during the week. And I'm also staying in alignment with my goal, right? I'm preparing, I'm setting, this is a small goal, a small commitment in my goal, and maintaining the previous goal that I reached. So now I've made a new goal, and these are the things that I do. So this is preparation to build the commitment I have made to myself, to build the trust in myself that I can listen to me. How many times have you lied to yourself? How many times have you said something to yourself and you've lied to yourself? Like a famous one is, I'm going to start that on Monday. Why wait till Monday? Whatever it may be. Maybe you're going to start walking. Maybe you're going to read more. Maybe you're going to start meditating 5 minutes a day, but you're going to wait and start Monday. Everybody picks Monday for a start day. What if you decided to start today? Or sit down, ask yourself questions. What do I need to do to prepare to start this tomorrow? Preparation is key in building trust in your inner power. So I just wanted to come live and share this. If you've got any questions or any feedback or anything that you want to share that works for you, please comment in the comments below in this. I am so looking forward to doing this every Sunday for you. And I'm so excited because I've made a new commitment, maybe to you, but also to the world. Thank you and have a great rest of your Sunday.